Hey guys, hope you are all well. Welcome back to the YouTube channel. So this video today, I am actually going to be giving you an insight into the current price action strategy that I am trading. So you're going to have a lot more kind of videos moving forward with this style of trading. If you are aware, I use two trading strategies. One is pending orders, which is obviously just for the people who have jobs, etc. And one is for price action, where it's the people who are on screen and can take some trades, obviously, whilst being sat in front of the charts. So I'm just going to plot a couple of key levels that I was interested in. For some people, you're going to understand why, mainly their support and resistance levels. Obviously, in this video, I'm not going to be able to break down every single part of my strategy and my entry, but you are going to get a good idea of it. I have said to current members that I am updating the curriculum by the end of the week. So if you are interested in obviously learning this strategy completely, then there will be a link in the bio where you can join the community and obviously be with like-minded people who trade this way as well. So let's get straight into it. You've got this kind of setup here. Now let's break down why I took the setup. First thing when it comes to this strategy is identifying a trend line which has two touches in one direction. So obviously in this situation, you've got a trend line which starts at the top. You've got this high here, and then price comes, forms another high here. At one point, the trend line would have been here, but obviously now, as price has kind of moved, I've personally moved the trend line there. So let's just break down the characteristics of this trade and what happened. First step, price has formed a downwards channel and broken out of it. Secondly, price has formed a key level previously and has now broken out of it. Also, price has changed characteristics of structure and broken the lower high. So you've got three reasons that price is potentially now going to move to the upside. I did call this trade as well, and I basically said I want price to come back into this level. I want price to come down here, and basically what I wanted to see was this happen. Okay, that was the ideal scenario when it came to this position. My whole area of interest was basically like that. So I was basically just waiting for price to come into it so that I could enter long. So the 10-minute is my entry time frame just due to price action. So let's quickly just break down what happens. Price comes back into the area like so. And then I get my entry candle. This is showing me that buyers are stepping into the market. So I took the position from here. I had a 9 pip stop loss because it's below the zone. I want to cover my area. My first TP was at 3.6 to 1 and my second TP was pretty much at 6 to 1. So before I entered the trade, this is basically what I was looking at. I saw buyers come into the market, price engulfed the previous candle, and for that reason I was happy to enter the trade. If you then look what happened, price came down, nearly stopped me out, but my level held. And then price basically continued to push up. We had a speech, and then price did push further into profit. So from this position overall, I closed half at TP1. So obviously if you're looking at that, so you've banked 1.8% just based off TP1, and then you've banked 3% off TP2. So it's a 4.8R trade overall. When you take into account partials. I'm not someone who's going to say, oh, we're a 6R trade, because I didn't take 6R from the position. Okay? What I'm going to do now, I'm going to break down a couple more trades so I can show you the thought process behind it, and hopefully then you have an insight into obviously the strategy that I trade. Just as a quick reminder, guys, if you are interested in joining the community and also learning both pending and price action strategies, then if you come to the website in the bio, click services at the top here, it will bring you to this screen here. On Learn to Trade, you can see 15 plus hours of video, lifetime community access, all the kind of analysis reasons for the strategy, and then continuous updates. So if you are interested in joining a community with like-minded traders who all trade the same strategy, then click to access this part here and then join, and I will add you to the groups as soon as you buy the course. Okay? Any questions, please message me on Instagram or leave a comment. But let's get back to the video. Now, as you can see, I am on the Ethereum chart. So this chart works on, this strategy works on multiple time frames, multiple pairs. Doesn't matter if it's crypto, FX, commodities, equities, it works on them all. What did we identify in this scenario here? Exact same thing. You had one touch, two touch, three touch, four touches of this downwards channel in a very respected manner. But then what happens? Price breaks through the channel. It break and retest my key area. As you can see in this scenario here, I did actually call this in the group. I basically said Ethereum has broken out of a long-term downtrend on the 4-hour and is retesting this level within the market. This is what I expect to see. So that's basically it. Using my kind of TP method, this was TP1, this was TP2. So all you are waiting to do is for price to come back into this level. You can as well go further back because as you can see, there's support and resistance over here. So overall, if you was kind of take into account all of the market, because that's what you want to do, if you've got a support and resistance area, you want to make sure that you are covering it, because when it comes to your stop loss placement, that is going to benefit you in the long run. Okay? So same again, it doesn't matter what you are doing regarding entry, as long as you have, for example, in this situation here, it would have been this candle. Enter when your bullish price action shows you that the market wants to move up. Place your stop loss below the level. And then because I've drawn these support and resistance areas in the future, all I am going to do, TP1, 4.8R, TP2, 8.6R. So from TP1 taking half, you are roughly taking, call it 2.5% rounded up. The second, you are taking 4.3. So you can see that's a huge trade when it comes to how it plays out. Now, don't get me wrong. Did we get lucky? Because as you can see, that's what happened. Did we get lucky? Potentially, yes. Because as you can see, look, price literally over the course of kind of like a few 4-hour candles, price flew up and smashed into the TP. So did we potentially get lucky? Yes. But was the trade planned out before it happened? The TPs were set before it happened, and then this is what it resulted in. Okay? So what we'll do, we'll break down another pair, and then you'll start getting a bit more knowledge on this strategy. So this is actually Polygon, or Matic, whatever you want to call it when it comes to the crypto, and I basically just want to show you what I thought with this kind of trade here. Now, this is an open position. So if you look here, yesterday I said I want price to come back into this zone, show me some rejection, and then I can potentially take the trade up. Okay, what has happened? This trade is still live. I bought the Matic last night before I went to bed, or the Polygon, whatever you want to call it. And then this is basically the level. So you can see that the level is currently holding with rejection. What happened? You had a touch of a trend line, so price is showing you that it is potentially moving down. If you really wanted to be super strict, you could even say that price is moving down in this channel like so. Price then broke out of the channel. It broke my key level and it is now retesting the area as support. So all I've done, based off that hourly candle there, I entered the position. My stop loss is obviously below and covering the level. And what am I doing for break even and TP1? I'm going to go break even up here at these highs. And then my TP1 is actually going to be at 4.6R all the way up here. So recently I used to trade 1-to-1 with a higher win rate, and obviously that does still work for me. I've started targeting 2-to-1 as well on the pending orders. So you can see that over time there's less trades on the pending strategy, but there is more win rate. So that means that it balances out. This way of trading here, because your risk to reward is so great on the trades that win, especially when we're trading the break and retest of trend lines, when that means that the trend is potentially changing, you are obviously resulting in bigger R multiple trades. And just last week was a 10.5 R week. So you can see that this strategy here is obviously very, very powerful. So this is kind of what I will expect to see with the Polygon crypto. Obviously, this isn't to say that this is 100% trade and it's going to win, because at the end of the day, because we're targeting, 3, 4, 5 hour trade, that means that I can lose 5 trades and then win one, and it will obviously make up for it. Now, don't get me wrong, losing 5 trades in a row isn't what's happened, but should it ever happen, I'm obviously going to be covered. Okay, so that is basically an insight for the Polygon now. I did call it in the free channel, should you want to join it. Link will be in the bio. But yeah, guys, if you have any questions regarding this way of trading, please just drop them in the comments, or as mentioned previously, you can join the community and we can get on calls and stuff like that. So thank you very much if you've got this far into the video. I'll see you in the next one.